welcome HOC staff and members of the public to the March 18th, 2026 Administrative and Regulatory Committee meeting. I am Linda Kroom, Chair of the Administrative and Regulatory Committee. Joining me on this committee are committee members Commissioner Paul Weech and Commissioner Zola Shaw. The first item on today's agenda is the approval of minutes from February 17th, 2026 meeting. Can I get a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Good. Thank you very much. The next action item is agency plan. I would like to introduce our president, Andrews, to provide an overview of this item, fiscal year beginning 2026 annual public housing note. You can, Chelsea, your turn.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Members, I was trying to find my mouse. Here we go. Members of
That's
the
okay.
committee, the HOC team, and members of the public. Commissioners, as you know, on an annual basis, we come before you related to some of our regulatory requirements that we have as being a housing authority. Our compliance team leads this work. We come before you in regards to annual plan as well as a 5-year plan. Our Vice President of Compliance, Darcel Cox, will walk us through where we are today and what we're asking your support for. I will just say that over month, we're often making changes either to our administrative plan or our annual plan. We know that some of those things can be a little confusing, so we're going to make sure that we set the groundwork so you know exactly what we're advancing today. And with that, I will turn it over to Darcel Cox, our Vice President of Compliance.
Good afternoon. For the record, I am Darcel Cox, Vice President of Compliance. And today, if you would not mind going to the next slide. Skip the history. So today I'm presenting fiscal year beginning 2026 annual public housing agency plan. So this plan is a comprehensive guide to policies and programs, operations, and strategies. And so this is an update to the federal fiscal year 2025 5-year plan. So just a point of clarification, at last week's commission meeting, I took an update to the 5-year plan before the full commission for approval. And so this is the annual update to that particular plan. So any changes that we've made, any progress that we've made over the past year will be included in this plan. Next slide. So again, I just touched on the 5-year plan and the annual plan, which this process has 2 primary components. Next slide. Next slide. So again, this is just an update. So the commission approved the 5-year plan last April 2025. And so we're providing an update here. So the information that is within this plan is nothing new. All of the updates have received commission approval. And this is just to provide the public as well as HUD with an update on our progress over the last year. So we've made several updates to our admin plan to include HOTMA changes, which has now been extended to 2027, updates related to Inspire. Next slide. And so again, this is outlining everything that we've done over the last year as it relates to our admin plan. Next slide. So some of our new activities are really just updates to what we committed to doing over the next 5 years. So as you are aware, we have we're adding PVRA subsidies to Springvale Terrace. Metropolitan is moving forward. We're adding additional project-based vouchers there. In Westside Shady Grove, the Sage, we are adding additional project-based vouchers at that property as well. Next slide. So as mentioned, we have made some changes to our admin plan. We've had mandatory HOTMA changes that we did implement. Again, Inspire, even though there has been an extension on when we need to implement, HOC wanted to get ahead of everything, and we went on and took it through and implemented in 2025. We adopted the voucher payment standards, which also had to go before the commission for full approval. At some point in time, we reached 96% utilization, which President Andrews has probably raised in one of her president's reports during the commission meetings. And then we also have some additional affordable housing efforts at Hillendale, groundbreaking, Wheaton Gateway, Dunkirk Farms. Next slide. And then President Andrews does a great job of this during the commission meetings where she gives highlights our resident services teams and the great work that they're doing. We have our eviction prevention, crisis prevention, intervention, financial literacy, and different great things that the resident services teams are doing. Next slide. So today I'm asking that the Administrative and Regulatory Committee join staff's recommendation to move this item to the commission for full approval. And that concludes my presentation. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Darcel, this is Paul Weech. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
The main question I had from the materials is in the the document that we're sending to HUD. I think it's page 7 of the plan. I'm pretty sure there's a typo there that says that the meeting with the RAB was held on Monday, February 18th, and it should have been March 16th, page 7.
So we'll make that correction. We actually have not met with the RAB yet, and I guess we did not catch that before. That meeting was supposed to be Monday, but it was rescheduled to next week. So we have not.
This was less about catching the typo and more asking whether we got any feedback from the residents. So
whatever feedback that we receive next week, we'll bring it to the full commission.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. So that question will come up when we get there next time. Yeah. And then the other one, I guess it's a comment, and Chelsea's is more just a comment in general. It's that we keep checking the box that we're a troubled PHA, where everything I know says that we're a high performing PHA that's crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's and doing a great job of managing our voucher program. I understand why we're keeping it open, and this document was really helpful in that way of kind of explaining that we have some funds left over from when we were a PHA with public housing and some opportunities potentially under the Fair Cloth work to do more development using subsidies. But is there any way to make that, it's troubling to see the word troubled. Is there any way to make that go away and still keep our PHA authorities open?
I'll defer to Ms. Cox, who can give more information in regards to why we have to demonstrate that we have both categories there.
Well, I believe the commissioner said it best, but we have raised that point with HUD if we could uncheck that box, but the answer has been no. But I can get more information and get back to you.
So it's just a legacy thing that the last time they did a review of us, that we had a trouble designation, and that was what, a decade ago? A long time ago.
I'm not certain if it has to do with, and I think we should definitely look back at the legacy issue there. I'm not certain if it has to do with us previously being troubled, or if it's because of the certain amount of utilization or activation of that subsidy that might put us in that category. So allow us to get further insight. I know that every year, even when I've seen it, I've asked the question. It's what allows us to maintain whatever status we need to in terms of being able to access those resources. So The good news is HUD knows otherwise. We receive funding based on being a high performer. And we will definitely make sure that we make a point of clarification, especially for the Resident Advisory Board, especially for members of the public as they're reviewing our documents. The entire plan, the red line of it, is also available for the public. So thank you for making that point of clarification, and we will
Worries.
follow up. Yes.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. No more questions.
I have just one, and then I'll leave it for Commissioner Shaw. I just wanted to know, once this goes to RAB, then it goes to the commission, and then you're going to present this to HUD. Am I correct, Arcel, to say?
Yes, we will
That-
submit it to HUD in April.
In April, okay. Commissioner Shaw, did you have anything that you wanted to ask?
Thank you, Madam Chair. That was actually my question about the process. But just to add to that, once this is submitted, once this is sent to HUD, and this is just a general question, are there any ways that we can kind of uplift some of the progress, the great progress that's in the report?
So we do a narrative that you want to uplift it when I send it to
Or
HUD.
just like, are there ways to share that?
Share it with HUD.
No, after it's submitted to HUD, like
Oh.
just some of the great progress that's in the report, in the
Yes.
plan.
I think just to be clear, a lot of what's in the plan is reflected in our dashboard and our updates
Okay.
that happen to the public. And we definitely want to make sure that individuals know what we're doing, what we have planned for the year. So I think thinking about how we can incorporate it and also reference back to the plan, we can do that for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Commissioner Wilt, any more questions?
No more questions. I'm prepared to move to support the staff recommendation.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And so we will take this to the commission on April 8th. Am I correct, President? April the 8th? It'll go to
Yes,
the commission?
I think
Okay.
that is when our next board meeting is.
Yep, that's it.
April 8th, yes.
April 8th.
Yes.
April 8th. Okay, and doesn't
Thank
look
you.
like anything else is on our agenda. So I'm going to get ready to adjourn this meeting at 4:15. Did anyone have anything else to say? Or any questions to ask?
None here.
Okay, then I'm gonna adjourn this meeting at 4:15. Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks,
you.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
All right, take
Great
good care.
afternoon. Bye-bye.
Take care.